Hey guys, what's up? Today's story time was about when I got hit by a car, and I almost died. I actually got hit by my own car, so it's kind of a weird story, and I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can by using my hand and some finger motions and stuff, but hopefully it's going to kind of make sense. So this was a while back, maybe 10 years ago or something. I don't know, I can't really remember exactly, but it was a while ago, and I was out in Glamis Sand Dunes. So, for those of you who don't know what Glamis Sand Dunes is, it's down by the Mexico border. It's in California, and it kind of trails into Mexico if you go really far south. And it's basically these big, huge sand dunes. I'm sure you know what sand dunes are. But people go there and they take dirt bikes and off-road trucks and sand rails and dune buggies and stuff like that, and they go camping for the weekend and bring motorhomes and everything. So anytime you're down there, you always kind of meet new people, and there's new people in the group and the crowd, and it's just like one big group or groups of people all over the place. So it was actually the very first night that I got there. I got there in the late afternoon, evening, if I remember correctly, and I pulled my truck off. I had my off-road truck. I'll put a picture in here. Kind of hung out for a couple hours, and then by this time it was totally dark, and we decided to get a big group of people and go basically out, and we were going to Oldsmobile Hill, which is just basically like this sand dune specific area where people hang out and stuff. So we started to get everybody together with all their trucks and stuff like that, and bikes and whatever else that everybody had to basically get over to this place. I was in my truck, and unfortunately I was by myself at the time driving in my truck, and then there were a group of other people in all these other trucks. So during that time, my truck was pretty built up. I built the whole thing, and it was pretty fast. I mean, it handled really well, and it could take a lot of bumps and be able to go really fast through all the terrain and everything. So I was basically just kind of riding in the middle of everybody, and then for fun, I just kind of took off, and I started driving away and going faster than everybody. And I got pretty far ahead from everybody, and so I decided to basically stop for a while to let everybody catch up. There's basically a big huge trail that goes towards this area, and it's really really wide, probably the width of one side of a freeway, I should say. And so I stopped, and I kept my lights on so people could see me from coming and going, because it's just kind of like a trail that people go back and forth on. Or so I stop my truck, I leave my lights on, and I'm way ahead of everyone, so I decide to get out of the truck, and I've been driving it really hard, so I get out of the truck and I take my flashlight and kind of look over the truck. This was kind of what you usually do, just make sure everything's cool, especially it was the first night going out, taking the truck out, so you just make sure everything looks fine. And so I'm just waiting there, and I walked around to the passenger side of the truck, towards the back of the bed of the truck. And I'm looking around, and everything looks fine. I start to see the group of the people coming, towards me. I could see all their headlights. And then from there, I decided to go to the other side of the truck. So I walk from the passenger side of the truck around the back of the truck, and I go over to the driver's side, and I take my flashlight, and I'm kind of looking down and kind of looking around on that side just to make sure it's safe and it's fine. And all of this happened so fast that it was almost just a blur. But as soon as I got to the other side of the truck, and I was kind of down and kneeling down looking at my truck, I wasn't really paying attention to stuff that's going on, because I figured everyone can see where I'm at, and they know that it's me, and they're gonna just stop, and then everyone can just wait a second, make sure everyone catches up, and then we'll go from there. So as soon as I go to the other side and I look down, at the very last second, I look up, and I look kind of behind me, because they were coming up from behind me. I look up, and this full-size truck, one of these guys that was with us, and he's coming right for me, and he's not slowing down at all. He's probably doing 45 miles an hour, and my truck is stopped, and I'm right here. So it happened so fast that I was still standing in the same spot, because I didn't really have much time to do anything. I look up and I see this truck coming from behind, and it comes and hits from the passenger side where I was a few seconds earlier. And from where I'm at, I'm right next to the truck. My truck gets pushed over like this because he hits sort of from the side, kind of pushed over like this, smashed the whole side of the truck. I was standing here, my truck hit me and threw me off to the side in the air because the truck hit so hard from this way and pushed over there. So I got blown fucking off the side, like into the fucking dirt over here in the sand, and the guy just demolished the entire right side of my truck. If I hadn't walked around, I would have been smashed right there. I would have 100% been dead, like without a doubt dead. Everybody pretty much saw what happened, and it was fucking chaos. I mean, I was making sure that I was okay. I was like, dude, my whole fucking truck is smashed on the side. It's not just a stock truck by the picture you just go pick up like another one. This is fully all custom built that I did by hand. I was furious and pissed, and at the same time I'm thinking I almost just fucking died. If it were not for a few seconds later were me walking to the other side of the truck, I would have been killed, and I still got hit because my truck hit me and threw me off to the side. People were freaking out, and the guy's truck was busted up, my truck was busted up, and fortunately everybody walked away from it okay. I am so lucky for that few second difference. And people talk about like things happening and stuff, like, whoa, like if I was 1 second later or 1 second earlier. That stuff is crazy when you think of, wow, if this happened 2 seconds sooner or a split second sooner, I would be completely dead. Definitely shook me up for a lot of reasons with that, but fortunately, I'm still here, and fortunately, I'm still alive. So anyways, kind of lesson learned with that, although it wasn't really my fault, but still, you don't always have to be the one at fault. You just need to always be aware of what's going on, aware of your surroundings. So anyways, hope you guys like my story, and be safe out there, and pay attention to what's going on, because it could save your life. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. I will be here tomorrow. Will you?